All right, Tom, on Wednesday night, we saw the Rockets win again. They continue to roll. They're just rolling this season offensively. They still have the number one offensive rating. On Monday's episode, I talked with S. Barry Heaney about how, is this offense for real? Because they continue to have the number one offensive rating despite being 30th in three-point attempts per game this year. They're first in three-point percentage, though, first in offensive rebounding rate. They're just this weird team. And yet here they are, one of the best teams in the league. I'm curious because in your tiers, we talked a week ago about how, hey, OKC and Denver on a level of their own. Houston faces Denver on Friday. If the Rockets win that game, Tom, do they move into tier one of contenders? They keep beating everybody.
I'm still got OKC and everyone else. I'm not going to waver on that. We established that last week, and I can't move off of that yet, even though if they beat Denver soundly, that would be a great win. I'm mesmerized by this Rockets team. Just like you, I'm like, it's like a riddle. It's like, imagine like you're Ime Udoka and you're presenting your vision on the Rockets this season. And you're like, okay, you get in the meeting with CEO, GM, and you sit them all down. You go, all right, here's my idea for this team. Okay. Let's go out and build our offense around a 37-year-old. Okay. Let's go get that. Okay. let's not take threes. Let's rank last in 3-pointers. Okay. I know everyone's trying to take threes. It's the 3-ball era. Just hear me out. Okay. We're going to live in the post-ups. We're going to have the second highest post-up frequency in the NBA. Okay. We're also going to take a ton of mid-range shots. All right. We're not going to pass the ball. I mean, we're going to rank 30th in assist rate. Okay. We're going to do post-ups, no threes, and live in the mid-range. And we're going to have the lowest assist rate in the league. And oh, by the way, we're going to revolve around a 37-year-old. You guys ready? You guys ready to sign up? You guys in? This team is number one offensive rating, and they have all the markings of like a retro 90s team. So the retro Rockets are now flipping the entire script of what it means to have a modern offense, a good offense, when they're playing like they're stuck in the 90s. And it's fascinating. Like I don't know what to make of it because you take away Fred VanVleet and they still have the best offense by running a bunch of old school throwback strategies.
It's beautiful to watch, Tom. I mean, first of all, everything you described on paper, it's like, that's not going to work. But then you see it and it's like, wow, wait a minute. They actually do have the number one offensive rating and they feel like they have a very diverse half-court offense. Sometimes they're playing through Alper and Sengun. Sometimes Amen Thompson is running pick and roll. Sometimes he's in the dunker spot. Sometimes it's KD just playing off ball coming off a screen. Sometimes he's running pick and roll. Sometimes Reed Shepherd's out there adding a new dynamic as a guy hitting nearly 50% of his threes, leads the team in three-point attempts per game. Our guy. I mean, like, it's just such a funky team. And you look around the NBA at all these different styles, Houston stands out as this oddball among a bunch of oddballs. And I think even if they beat Denver on Friday, it's totally fair to keep them in tier 2 below Denver and OKC. But it's very possible that they also are on a level of everybody above everybody else. It's very possible. That's the case, considering what they are defensively, considering their lineup flexibility, considering what their offense has become this year. I've said it on the pod multiple times before. Their best offense last year was Adams and Sengun crashing the offensive boards. That is still one of their best half-court offense attacks, but they still have a bunch of other ways now to beat you. And this team just continues to check boxes. Sengun continues to look like one of the best bigs in basketball. Yep. As well. The dude added a three-pointer. He continues to flourish defensively. He completely outplayed Evan Mobley in that game. I mean, Evan Mobley got some top 10, top 15 hype before the season. Sengun is a better player than Evan Mobley. It is not even a question. It is not even a debate at this point. This guy has made a dramatic leap. He's on an all-NBA pace. He is a clear-cut all-star, a no-doubt all-star. This guy is a rising star, and the team is built around KD, but it's also built around Sengun as well, Tom.
He's so skilled. He's so tough. And how many times is he going to run the offense in crunch time and get to the cup at will? You know, he starts out at a half court. He's done it so many times this season where they're throwing multiple defenders and he finds a way to get to the rim and get an open look. He's so skilled. And that's I loved it when I went on Lebitard's show right before the draft, and I was like, I mean, the number one pick should be this dude, this 18-year-old from Turkey, Alperen Şengün, and they're like, who? What are you talking about? Because the numbers that he put up, and then you watch the film, and you're like, this guy is baby Jokic. Like, he's so skilled, crafty, his finishing, his passing, he's got eyes on the back of his head. The way that he sees the game is Jokic like, and it's funny. Who else doesn't take threes in their offense and builds in a very kind of throwback way historically? It's the Denver Nuggets around Jokic. And you can see that, like, even the fabric of this team is very Jokic and Denver like, where they're just going to build around a Jokic-like player in Alperen Şengün, who's going to be just this hub of the offense that in a pinch, you can just throw him the ball and he's going to get you a bucket. And, oh, you got a crazy cutter in Amen Thompson in the same way that Christian Brown, in the same way Michael Porter Jr. last year and Aaron Gordon, they can cut off the ball and finish high above the rim. And now they've got, Kevin Durant, who's the most go-to bucket 7-footer we've ever seen pick up a basketball. And so there's so many different looks that this team can give you. And then here's like baby Steph Curry coming off the bench and is just knocking down threes every single night. This team is, I don't know if they snuck up on us, but I don't think we expected the offense to just be this dynamite. They haven't scored less than 110 points in any game this season, and getting 130 doesn't even blink at it. Don't even blink an eye. They get 130, 139 points, and that's without Fred VanVleet.
Hey, it's worked out for the best. I mean, before the season, we talked about could it end up being a blessing in disguise to lose VanVleet, getting opportunity for Amen Thompson, getting opportunity for Reed Shepherd in the absence of Fred VanVleet. I would say the answer to that so far is a clear yes. It is.